Hello everyone, I am Khadija. Okay, so I'm super excited because today is my birthday. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see my shirt and I just made it today and I'm super excited about it. Anyway, before I scroll. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that I watched. I don't think it was last night. Maybe it was the night before last. The movie is called Murder Mystery. I believe it came out in 2019. Yeah, so I'm extra late. Okay, it's already 2020. It's like 2020 is halfway over. Anyway, I watched this movie called Murder Mystery. It has Adam Sandler, Jennifer Anniston. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be dipping into a few nuggets about the movie. So if you have not seen it, pause this. Go watch the movie on Netflix. That's where I watched it. Murder Mystery is a movie. I'll start where I wanted to watch the movie. So I wanted to watch the movie because there was another movie that I saw that had Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston in it. And I think it's called Just Go With It. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That movie had me cracking up. My excitement for watching the movie came from Just Go With It, because I liked the chemistry they had on screen. I just thought it was hilarious. And so I was wondering if I hardly even read the synopsis. I saw who was in it. I saw their faces. I saw like a snapshot of the trailer and I was like, let's watch this movie. On one hand, I wondered if it was like going to be a continuation or if it would just bring that same sort of chemistry to the screen. And I do think they brought that same energy to the screen in Murder Mystery. So I was really delighted in that area. But I do think they touched on really good topics, topics centering around marriage, and just relationship in general, I would say. And so that is why I am talking to you right now. The big question that we're going to discuss: would you rather your partner lie to you and get you a present, say, that you've been wanting or dreaming of? Or would you prefer your partner tell you the truth? You could possibly be mad, frustrated, angry at them, possibly leave them. I don't know. Now, let me give you a little backstory. Of course, if you've seen Murder Mystery, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't and you're still listening to this, here it goes. So, in Murder Mystery, they're essentially a married couple. Total opposite of Just Go With It, by the way. They were not married, but they pretended to be married. It was a hot mess. But in Murder Mystery, they were actually married, and they had been married for 14 going on 15 years, and the whole movie takes place during what would be their 15th year wedding anniversary. So Adam is thinking one thing, right? He's like, I'm just gonna get her this. It was like a Amazon gift card, I think for $50. He almost grabbed the $100 gift card, but then he was like, yeah, let's get the $50 gift card. And then he added like, I don't know, something else. Some people would say that at 15 years, what else is there left to give? She's not married yet, you guys, but I refuse to believe. This is kind of what Adam was thinking. He wanted to get his wife something practical, something that he knew she would use, stuff like that. Jennifer Aniston was like, I kind of want the gift that we've been talking about for 15 years, this sort of honeymoon, to go to a different country, to experience a different place. And it never happened. The conundrum comes because Adam Sandler, he's been saving money, but he's also been lying about the fact that he is not a detective, that he is a regular police officer, but he told his wife that he took the test and he got a raise, he became a detective, all of these things. He has her believing this. However, the reality of the situation is not so. I would like to think that he tries to find ways to essentially show his love for her, buying different things. Throughout the movie, you kind of see him skimping on different little things. Like they're going out to eat with their friends / coworker. They're supposed to be paying for the meal, right? And the other couple is like, oh, we want to get another drink. And he's just, you might want to slow down there. You know, I'm picking up the bill, you know, I was going to pay for the bill or something like that. Which is kind of very cheapskate. Very, yeah, yep. But he also did not tell her that that was what the case was. So she's under the impression that things are fine. Yeah, they've been saving money, but saving money for what? Like, why are we always skimping on things? Or why is he always sort of touch and go in terms of money? He got this raise. He's supposed to be doing this job that he loves. All of these things, right? Well, she just doesn't know that he's lying. So I find that to be a very interesting conundrum because towards the end of the movie, they have this discussion where Jennifer goes to him and she's like, we're a team. We're supposed to be married. What is this? Like, you didn't have to shoulder that burden alone. Okay, we can work through it. If you didn't pass the test, we can get past. We can get through this. You're not a detective. We're still gonna get through this. Okay, you don't make as much money as you would like to make. Okay, we're gonna get through this. We can work together in this marriage. I have that same perspective when they introduced the idea of him lying. I was like, that's interesting. And as soon as he told her, he didn't even give her the surprise gift yet, the Amazon card and whatever else. She just kind of got a little very frustrated the night before he was going to give her the gift, I assume. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe this. When are we going to go on that trip? Like, I've been waiting a really long time. And he hugs her and he's like, oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, you just didn't know that you ruined the surprise, basically. And so he, of course, frantically buys a plane ticket or buys 2 plane tickets so that they can fly off to this other country. But it's like, why? Yes, that adds to the comedy of the movie, but I realize that people do this. People in real relationships are doing things like this all the time, lying to their partner. And I don't think that that's healthy. I don't think that that will yield a relationship that is healthy, functioning in the highest capacity possible. Yeah, like, times are going to be hard, but at the end of the day, as a married couple, aren't we supposed to be able to say, hey, I can tell this person my deepest, darkest secret. I can tell this person my fears. I can share with them something that I'm struggling with right now that I don't know what to do. I really want to make them happy. I would love to be able to, give this person that I love so much the world. I want to be able to get them everything, but, life is just really hard for me right now. Like, I don't know when or if I'll even be able to pass this test at my job so that I can be able to get the promotion. Being able to talk about those things, I think, is really key to a relationship working. If one party does not communicate effectively to the other party, things can get out of whack. Like, the way I see it, it's a downward spiral. When you say one lie, now you have to follow up with another lie, because eventually somebody's going to get close to figuring out, oh wait, that was a lie. So now you have to tell another lie. And then it just keeps going and going and going. And that's essentially what happened in the movie. I think the first lie was he didn't pass the test. And then the second lie was he didn't get the promotion. Or rather, he did get the promotion, makes it the lie. The truth is he did not pass the test. He did not get promoted. He did not get a raise. And then eventually, saving all this money, he did not actually plan for them to go on this trip overseas. Oh my gosh, y'all gotta watch it. It's so jank. Like, they were gonna be on this bus ride and learn about how they cure ham. That was funny. But so all of these lies, and then getting other people involved in the lie, of course, that tends to happen. And so it all comes back to kind of bite him in the butt, because now a lot of things ensue. People end up dying, of course. It's called murder mystery. Adam and Jennifer, actually, in the movie, are the most wanted persons. So technically, they're supposed to be relying on one another right now. They're trying to figure out, on one hand, how to hide from the law, because they did not actually kill the people who have been murdered. They're trying to solve the murder themselves. But here you have this scenario where they are singled out. They're in this country. They don't speak the language. How are they to stick together and have one another's backs if one party has been lying to the other for like years, or even for a little while? It's not feasible. It's not conducive. And when she found out, oh boy, that was not pretty. However, I think she went about it in a good way. She, called him out, like, okay, I can't deal with this right now. I'm leaving. I'm gonna walk away before I say some ugly things, essentially. So I commend her in that regard. I like how they wrote it and directed it. But for Adam to have put himself in that predicament is very disheartening, I feel. Whatever is going on, if you have a loved one, if you have a spouse, if you, like, don't lie to them. I mean, in the moment, like in the present, you might think that you are trying to protect them or whatever the case may be. Really, it comes down to being selfish. Somewhere, somehow, you are trying to self-preserve. You are in defense mode. You're thinking about yourself. But if you have a partner, if you are married, it's no longer just about you. It is no longer just about you. You have got to be open and honest. And I personally believe that people should be open and honest, period. I think it leads to a better lifestyle. I think it creates far less heartache. It leaves very little room for confusion. It leaves a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding. It builds trust, which is the foundation of a relationship, of any good relationship, best friends, any relationship. It's the foundation, and especially in a marriage. And in the marriage that I would one day like to be in, I don't plan to lie. And there's a saying, everything done in the dark will soon come to light. It definitely came to light in the movie. He had been, like I said, lying about the passing the test, becoming a detective, all these things. And she was bragging on him. Jennifer was bragging on him in a good way, like, oh, my husband's a detective. He's gonna solve this murder. Like, it's gonna be fine. The detective's here. You don't have to worry about it, type of deal. And then he eventually got caught up in that. It does not behoove you to lie to your significant other. When you lie to your significant other, it creates a divide. I know they say distance make the heart grow fonder, but not in this case. Telling lies, no, that's not the way to go. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.